where do game sites or game key sites get their keys? Where do game key sites get their keys? I've theorized this for quite some time. My theory is that they're getting hacked accounts. They're hacking accounts and getting those accounts and selling them, or they're getting the keys fraudulently as well. Or when a game goes on sale, they gift it to an account and they take that key in some way and sell it for $1 or $2 more. They're not making much, but they made a shit ton off the ads on the website. I'm interested because I would like to actually know, and it's not the most credible source in the world, but neither am I. So let's watch this. Let's see. I want to know where they get their keys, bro, because they be selling shit for super cheap, bro. That's the link when I pick them up. I agree, but can you get to the, like, what is going on?
Everyone loves sales and getting games for cheap, but how would you feel if that game you got for $5 less than the original price was obtained illegally?
Wow, it's just like real life, man.
You seem to be playing a hacked version of this game.
I'm sure many of you have heard of websites like G2A, but just in case if you haven't, a quick overview is that they're a key reseller where users on their platform will buy keys externally and sell them on their website for a supposedly marked down price. Now, G2A and similar sites have a certain reputation in the indie developer sphere. It's so bad to the point that some developers would rather you pirate their games than buy it from a key site. Running with Scissors, developer of one of the games of all time, Postal 2,
Hi there, would you like to sign my petition?
Fuck you, buddy.
expressed their
I will say, and I will express the sentiment, that I have purchased keys off of these websites a few times, and that's not because I don't want to give the money to the company or Steam. It's because the game was $13 on G2A and the game was $47 on Steam. I was a college student. $30, where I understand I shouldn't be buying a game if $30 makes a difference, but $30 is a big fucking difference. So really it was decent when you're naive and ignorant to the fact that they're getting the keys fraudulently or illegally. But since I've learned about 3 or 4 months ago that it may be fraudulent, and then theorizing my own, whatever, not 4 months ago or a few months ago, literally like a year and a half ago, I don't remember buying anything on any of those sites in the last like year and a half. But
opinion about key sites on Twitter.
CD key sites like G2A have been hurting indie studios for years. Want to support us? Buy from our website. No money? Just pirate our games. Just don't buy from those key reselling websites that may or may not contain illegally obtained keys.
Obviously, in Twitter fashion, other people wanted to express how they were wrong. Our saint Kevin Green here comes in really giving Running with Scissors a reality check.
No, they haven't. The problem lies with studios selling keys to unverified people that turn out to be scammers with a stolen credit card. These are companies that can handle verification. No legit reseller is going to object to going through some verification process.
If you don't know how things work, don't talk out your arse. Scammers buy those keys from legit sites, but with stolen credit cards, and they resell them on resale sites.
So it's exactly what I thought. They steal a credit card, they buy a shit ton of games or keys. The credit card gets flagged fraudulently. Probably PayPal or Visa or whoever gives all the money back to the person that their card got stolen. Like if someone steals my card, I'll get all that money back because it was fraudulent, but they still have the keys. They can still sell keys. Interesting.
It's like G2A.
So you might have a couple questions right now. There are illegal and legal key sites. How do legal key sites get their keys? And why would Marvel let my child hear Chris Pratt drop the F-bomb?
Now what? Open the fucking door!
Well, to answer those questions, let's discuss the 3 main ways someone can buy a game. Firstly, you have first-party sellers. They're pretty simple. It's basically the company that controls the platform and generates their keys. This is your Steam and Epic Games. They're apps where the developer posts their game to. Next up, you have third-party sellers. These are sites who are in contact with the first-party sellers and buy keys in bulk at wholesale from them to sell on their own sites. They're known as official resellers. These are
And they probably have a clause where they have to buy and they have to match the price of what it is on Steam or something, but they're making all their money off the ads on the website, or having this like buy $5 thing and get this whatever prize pack.
There's
That's
sites
what I'm
like
assuming.
Humble Bundle, Green Man Gaming, and Fantical. If you're
The
wondering,
only one there I've heard is Humble Bundle, because I've did the Humble Bundle thing and got a few good games out of it, to be fair.
where you can find sites like these, I'll show you a handy tool I use for finding them later on in the video. After that is when we get into the shady Breaking Bad businesses known as grey market sellers. These sellers have no connection with first party sellers and have the most shady business practices, usually having external users provide keys for them to sell on their site and receive a percent of what the user sells the key for. Maybe at first glance those grey market sellers don't sound so bad. A way you can sell off unwanted keys for a bit of extra cash? That's amazing. But when you dig a little deeper, you find that grey market sellers are a way for scammers to sell off keys they bought from third-party sellers using stolen cards. Another method.
I have no issue with someone buying 3,000 Red Dead Redemption keys when they're on sale and then selling them on their website for, say, for example, Red Dead goes up to $45. So let's say Red Dead's $49, right? It goes down to $12.99. They buy 1,000 Red Dead Redemption keys for $12.99 each, right? And then Red Dead goes back up $49.99, but their price on the website, they can price it at like $19.99. So you're buying the game, they've already contributed by buying it through Steam, and they're making $8. I don't mind that. That's fine. They purchased the key through Steam when it was on sale. They resold it to make money on it at a lower price. Whatever. I mean, that's fine. It may be illegal and it may not be okay. I don't give a fuck. That's fine. It's the issue that they're doing it with stolen credit cards. So they're not giving 3,000 keys worth of money to Steam. They're giving 3,000 keys worth of money for Red Dead Redemption to Steam, and then it's getting reversed on the credit card because it's a stolen credit card. So Steam loses 3,000 keys, which is digital, so doesn't matter. But you can say that, but they're losing 3,000 keys, so now that website has 3,000 keys for free to not only make an insane profit, $20 per key, $15 per key, but also the people that were going to buy it on Steam will now buy it on that website for cheaper, obviously. So now Steam is losing out on that sale. So they are losing out on the 3,000 keys, whether they're digital or not. They're losing out on the sale, not so much, you know? So if I went to Walmart and I bought, if milk went on sale and it was usually $5 and went to $2.50, and I bought 100 cartons of milk for $2.50, and I went out on the street and I sat there and I sold them all. When it went back up to $5, I sold them all for $3.50. So they got $1.50 off. I made $1 for every carton, so I made $100. Walmart made their money because $2.50 each. I have no issues with that. But if I went to Walmart, stole 100 cartons of milk, and then sold them all for $3.50, it's illegal. That's stealing. That's fraudulent. That's insane. And this is further than I thought it actually was. I thought, you know, when your buddy messaged you, it's like, yo, my friend was in like a CSGO tournament. Can you go vote for him? And you're like, oh shit, yeah, sure. I got my account hacked by that one time, and I'm in the technology age. So imagine older or younger. But I went, it popped up, it said authenticated Steam app, whatever, login. Like, okay, yep, no worries. I didn't think about going from Steam to a website that pops up as a login with your Steam, but whatever. I logged in, boom, account gone. got it back. Nothing wrong with it because I had no money on my account. But if I had like $800 on my account, they could buy a fuck ton of keys and then just be done. Or that's what I thought. I thought they were stealing accounts, whatnot. I didn't really understand how that would even work, but that was my theory. They were getting them some way illegally. Now my eyes are open to the easiest possibility that I didn't even think of. With literally, they steal credit cards. They credit card scam, so they get my fucking, I don't know, I don't have a $10,000 credit card, but if they get my $10,000 credit card, they rack that shit up with $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 worth of keys. Person's like, wait, I didn't make this. I didn't spend this money. And the bank's like, oh fuck. And then they can't trace it back because it's all illegally done. They give all the $4,000 or $5,000 back because of Visa protection plans and stuff. So the people get their money back. They're like, whatever, I got my money back. But now those guys have $4,000 worth of keys that they can make a fucking huge profit on. They probably spent $4,000 on keys, but they got them all for free. So now if they're selling them for $20 a game, do the fucking math. Almost $100,000. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's insane. It wouldn't be $100,000, but it would be a lot. It would be a lot. It would probably be not $100,000. That doesn't make any sense. But if they bought 4,000 keys, it would be. If they bought $4,000 worth of keys, they're probably making like 8,000 to 10,000. But whatever. Either way, they're illegally doing it, and it's fucking scummy. One sec, chat. Be right back.
Cameras used to get access to keys, and my personal favorite is by emailing game developers acting like streamers, YouTubers.
Crush me with your coochie. Suffocate me with your breasts until I die.
And game reviewers requesting keys to try out your game and show it off or give it a review. If you really want to try out a game and stream it to an audience, at least have the decency to buy the game yourself and show some support. Even if you don't like the game, you can just refund it rather than the developer not getting any real benefits other than a couple of impressions. I received a bunch of emails myself as soon as I released my game to Steam, Meteorites 3D, and I started getting a ton of emails just like this. Hey, here. I post daily vids on YouTube and daily streams on Twitch. I tried to play all types of indie games and find hidden gems in gaming industry, and your game caught my attention, so here I am asking a key so I can play Meteorites 3D. Here we have one from Cool Gamer. And working as both content creator and VFX artist, I started streaming 2 years ago, but managed to get 36k followers and average 200 to 300 subs per month. Love FPS shooting, but I play everything that I find interesting. Do you mind if I ask for a Steam copy so I can play Meteorites 3D? Well, I mean, with a name like Cool Gamer, how could I decline?
Yeah.
Hello.
This is super interesting. I didn't think of this. I didn't think about, like, that's just something, unless you're in the industry and like you're deeper into it, you don't really know. Interesting.
And I tend to review games after 100% completing them on my YouTube channel for a while now. In the time I spend on gaming, I like to play a variety of titles. I saw Meteorites 3D in the discovery queue, and after checking it out, I'd like to try it myself. You can make this happen by providing a Steam key. I'm really looking forward to that. Yo, I'm Twitch streamer and YouTuber. I've been streaming for like 5 to 6 months. I got 26k followers and 10k subs on YouTube. I stream games, reactive videos, and funny vids, which you can find my stuff on both YouTube and Twitch. Someone offered me to play Meteorites 3D, and I checked it out. I liked what I saw, and I want to play your game on my stream. If you can provide me a single Steam key, I'll stream it. Hi, this is on Twitch. I have been streaming for some time now, and I managed to get about 6k followers. I stream games on Twitch, and a guy in my chat mentioned your game. If you could give me a copy of your game, Meteorites 3D, I can stream it, and maybe raffle a few if you can provide more. Cheers! Hello, governor. The worst part is, grey keys are able to backfire on you, the customer, and to no one's surprise, the developer. The customer can have their game deactivated by the developer if the key was found to be fraudulently obtained. For example, if the card that was stolen asked for a refund. G2A offered a solution using everyone's favorite money siphoning technique, monthly installments.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
This was a way you could pay extra money per month to offer any insurance if a game got deactivated. Then they would refund you with G2A credits to use to buy more stolen keys. This was called G2A Shield, but has been discontinued since. I wonder why. Now, you might be wondering how the developer gets fucked over. Well, once a key has been used and the card company demands for a refund for the fraud, on top of that including chargebacks, so not only does the dev lose out on a sale, but it also ends up costing them money. Now, between you and me, a lot of these big companies drowning in money might not even feel the hits, especially since they'll have hired tech support dealing with these issues for them. But when this type of thing happens to an indie developer whose sole earnings come from their games and have to use that money usually to pay bills, it can really waste them time and money having to deal with the chargebacks. So as you can tell, it's a pretty shitty business practice, especially for smaller developers who in some cases might not even be able to pay back the chargebacks due to how little income their smaller games will make. And I'll be open to admit that I used to use these key sites myself, since sometimes the prices these games are selling for can be really tempting. But after performing a poll on my community tabs, I also found out that a good chunk of you guys do too. But since finding out about all those shady practices and learning about third-party sellers, I prefer to use those sites now, since at least I know the developer isn't losing out and I can occasionally get the game for an okay price. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money, but at least I can rest happy now knowing that you know the moral implications behind grey market key sites, and you can choose if you want that knowledge to burden you or not. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's this really handy tool which will list out all of the verified third.
Okay, that's fine. I don't really care about that. Damn. There was a lot of incredible points here that I actually didn't know. Totally agree with using it before and, you know, realizing now that wasn't a good idea. Everybody changes. It's fine. Whatever. That doesn't matter if you used it before. Whatever. Just don't use it, bro. Like, I understand being broke. I do. I've been fucking broke. Like, eat rice for 5 days broke. You know what I mean? So I understand when you don't want to spend money in a game and you can get it for a quarter of the price on these fucking shitty websites, but it really hurts the indie devs, in which he said, and you know, it hurts all developers. It's not a good business practice. It hurts all developers, and it's super scummy. I love this video. This is a super good video, super informational. I didn't even consider some of the things he was saying with the emailing the game devs, indie game devs, to like get it free copy. Like, that's fucking hard up, dude. That's crazy. Buying an indie game from key sites, unethical. Buying AAA slop from sites equals ethical. Nah, I don't know. Nah, the thing is, like, I think it hurts all developers. I think this is a good point. I think the argument of, you know, hurting indie devs versus hurting AAA, obviously the indie dev, that's tough, but what I'm saying is that all developers are hurt by this. You know, might be less hurt by the AAA, but still I think it's unethical to do both at this point. Does that mean I'm telling or forcing something on someone? You know, don't give a shit, just save your cash that you worked for, or just not give a shit about either and saving cash that you worked for. Yeah, I mean, actually, I think I understand what he's saying now. Just don't do it. But people want to play video games, and it's a way to escape and such. So I think key sites are bad. I think you should use them. I think that doesn't mean that you should buy a game full price, wait for it to go on sale, buy it from one of the third-party good websites that he's mentioned. Go to the video that I'm about to link in chat, or go check out the video on YouTube in general, and you know, check it out. I'm sure he has it in the description, that good tool that he was using, because, like, I just feel like people look at it as, like, you know, fuck the corporation. But you gotta think fundamentally, like, this is a bad thing. Like, this is not good for any industry. So, I don't have, like, a hard opinion other than simply don't use those sites. It's fraudulent. They're stealing from indie developers and big developers, but, you know, more harmfully indie developers. And just buy the game from a legal tender, because that is ethical. But do whatever you want with your money. I don't care. That's my opinion.